thank you, and to every company in Brazil, and to the people of how's it going, the tour, the Brazilian tour?
Oh, wow.
Concerts?
Wow is all I can say. It's fantastic. The reception has been so warm, so heartfelt. It has really moved me sincerely. The people are so beautiful here. I've had grown men coming up to me crying.
Yeah,
Saying, "Your music really," I mean, it's just incredible that my music has reached so many people here. It's a beautiful thing.
I want to talk to you about this era, because you were involved in so many like new musical approach, and the Chick Corea Elektric Band, and most people, a lot of musicians here talk about this 1987 Chick Corea concert here, and how was a great impact in the way people approach music, and how you guys were conscious about how.
Well, you know, the Electric Band was a very popular group all over the world, and it was a powerful force because everybody in the group was so great on their instruments. I mean, Patitucci is highly regarded as a bass player. Dick Wackel was an innovator also. He was the first drummer to use electronics with drums in such a way that every drum he hit was huge. It was with other samples, and he was the first guy to give a stereo mix to the house. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to rely on the house guy for sound. He mixed his own drums and said, "Here you are, stereo." You know, just like all of us. As a guitar player, I have my sound. You know, I bring my sound, and you put a mic on there. He was the first drummer to really do that, and so that was special. And of course, Chick was just on fire as usual, and Eric Marenthal, great saxophone. It was a very strong and innovative band, you know. So it had an impact all over
the world, and it's been for years and years. It changed the whole musical scene in São Paulo.
Really?
Yeah,
that's great.
People talk a lot about that.
Yeah, well, the music. I look back at the videos from the 80s and the 90s, and I go, wow, it's some amazing music. When I look back at it, I look on it and go, wow, we actually played that stuff. Yeah. I impressed myself.
You were involved in this sweep picking technique.
Well, I was really the main proponent of the technique. A lot of people lay claim to sweep picking. Some people say, "Oh, it was invented in the '60s," but no one ever did it like I did. And I don't care what anybody says. You know, I think I took it. I made it a technique that was credible. And it was more than just one little lick. I could do it, you know, I was able to do it everywhere, all over through chord changes. And I wrote the method. I wrote the book and the video, and actually I've just finished a new, like a complete volume on sweep picking, which is all my newest developments of the last 20 years. I've just finished a book on that, which I'm probably going to do in video form, actually. I'm starting a new website soon that's going to be like an online guitar school, but it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, so I'm shooting a lot of video. But man, the sweeping was a beautiful thing. It's an incredible way to play guitar, and now it's considered a normal technique, but before I came along, really nobody did it, you know? It's just like Van Halen, when he came along, it was a time before tapping, you know what I mean?
were you conscious about that? How it would change the way guitar was approached?
No,
it was just for you.
so natural and so logical, and it made sense to me. You know, why would you play? You know, if you have 3 notes across 3 strings, 1 on each string, why would you want to do alternate? It makes more sense to just go straight across. So, you know, that idea grew and grew and grew.
It's interesting. And the string tension, was it an issue? Did you do research for the
No, I use standard gauges, just like everybody else. I think it's good to keep a standard gauge, you know. I've used either 9s or 10s, depending on the guitar, for 40 years. You know, the same pick, I use the same pick for about 40 years also. So I've kept it all very uniform, very standard. And guitar, depending on the tension or the scale length of the guitar, sometimes, like I put 9s on this guitar and I don't like it, they're too light, they feel too loose. So I put 10s on this. You know, if I play a Strat or something, to me it feels better with 9s. So, you know, just to try to keep that equal tension on various guitars. You know?
And also for the hollow body ones?
Hollow bodies I usually generally use flat ones. Yeah, the chromes, I love them. But I use the very light ones with the 10 on top, the extra influence. And I love the stainless steel. I know not all guitar players like the stainless steel strings, but I love them. They sound bright, they stay bright. Nickel seems to go almost immediately die to my view. They don't hold the. A lot of people don't like the stainless steel because they feel kind of rough. You know, they're not a very smooth feel. I love it. It's great strings. Great strings.
Thank you very much. Hope you have a nice tour in Brazil. And
Thank you. Thank you.